What?
Doug, if I could follow up on that, though, you mentioned the Saints and how Sean Payton was able to have success with Bridgewater and Taysom, but he had great success previously with Drew Brees. So conversely,
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live from Bar 4133. And what an interesting response. I've watched it maybe 15 times from Doug Pederson to that unfortunate slip-up during that press conference. I thought that was a fun way to get this week started, and I want to give you guys a little bit more insight from yesterday's game and from some of Doug's press conferences. Now, as we know, the Eagles won yesterday 24-21 after an outstanding performance from the Eagles defense and the Eagles' 22-year-old rookie quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is the thing that everybody is talking about the most. And after the game, Doug Pederson's press conference, he seemed very subdued, didn't seem at all very excited, and didn't really give Jalen Hurts much praise. He said this was a team win, which it was. I will give him that. But his praise was subdued for Jalen. During the press conference today, it was almost completely different. He said that he subdued his emotions yesterday because he kind of didn't want to hurt Carson Wentz's feelings, and of course, that's not word for word what he said, but in a nutshell, that's what he said. Also, during today's press conference, which he didn't do yesterday or in the morning today with WIP, he said that he would name Jalen Hurts his starting quarterback for next week's game against the Arizona Cardinals, a dangerous Arizona Cardinals team, and everybody saw that coming anyway. I mean, how could you not with the way Jalen Hurts played against the number one defense in the NFL. Other news from Doug's press conference on the not-so-good side, Avonte Maddox will miss some time, which means the Eagles are down a corner. Darius Slay is in concussion protocol, which if he doesn't clear that, they'll be down their two top corners. And the biggest thing that came from that press conference, Rodney McLeod, the heart and soul of this Philadelphia Eagles defense since Malcolm Jenkins left, is now out for the year with a torn ACL. Look, this dude is the guy that gets everybody hype in the huddle. Again, he's a very big part of that secondary, a big part of that defense. He has been for years, since the Super Bowl year. I wish him personally nothing but the best, and I really hope there's a speedy recovery there. It absolutely cripples the Eagles' defense, and this is a defense that wasn't great to begin with. But on the upside, while talking about yesterday, while talking about the defense, and I have absolutely destroyed Jim Schwartz. And I'm still not ready to say that he's a great defensive coordinator or that he should be here next year by any stretch of the imagination. But one thing I saw yesterday that I didn't see in games past is this defensive line finally had the game that I thought they had to have. Now, did they have tons of sacks? No, I think they maybe had 3 or 4. I don't have any stats in front of me. But seeing guys like Josh Sweat, who's going to be okay, that Doug Pederson said in his press conference, he went out with a little shoulder injury. Fletcher Cox looked like Fletcher, as I said in my video yesterday. Javon Hargrave finally doing some good things in there. It's like he's finally gotten used to this defense. Here we are in Week 14. Look, the defensive line is going to have to carry this team. I've been saying it, and they carried the defense yesterday with some young corners out there. Again, this Seymour, number 41, I don't even know his first name. He kind of held his own. Again, this is something I said yesterday. Jalen Mills played a decent game, but they're going to need that going forward, especially next week when you're facing Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, a very, very, very good Arizona Cardinals team. And that Cardinals team put up some points against a really good Giants defense this week in the win there. So, look, guys, it is going to be a fun week, I think. I mean, I've listened to the radio all day today, and I just want to bash my head against the wall here because it just seems like they just can't be happy. And I understand they go in these production meetings, and one of the hosts has to be negative, and one of the hosts has to be in the middle, and then maybe one turns into the positive side. But it's just crazy. I mean, I was listening to Marks and Reese, and John Marks, who he's not my favorite guy, just right off the bat with the negativity, this organization's a mess or something to get excited about. When days ago it was, oh my God, could you imagine if Jalen Hurts and the Eagles beat the Saints? Well, they did, and you're still negative, and obviously there's excitement in the air. You saw a young kid that took control of the offense. You saw better play calls. You saw a better defense. I mean, you have to live in the moment here in 2020. That's the biggest thing with this year and all the bad stuff going on. When something good happens, you have to stay in the moment. And I know some of my subscribers have commented on the video, look, this is a bad thing because the Eagles are going to be, this is messing up their draft position. I understand that. But again, live in the moment. Be excited for the moment. The future is the future, and it's not guaranteed. And speaking of not guaranteed, there's absolutely no guarantee that Howie Roseman is going to pick a good player or the player that should be picked wherever the Eagles pick in the draft, as long as he's general manager. I mean, we all know this by now. So I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to be excited about Jalen Hurts and this Philadelphia Eagles offense. I'm going to laugh at stuff like we just saw in this press conference earlier today. And look, man, I ride or die with this Philadelphia Eagles team. I'll never root against them. And I'm just happy with beating Super Bowl contending New Orleans Saints yesterday with the year and the torture, hours and hours of torture that this team has put us through so far. It was good to get 3 exciting hours yesterday. That's all I got for you guys right now. I'll have tons more content coming up throughout the week as the Eagles plan to play the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona for Jalen Hurts' second start. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, guys. Go Birds. F the negativity. I'll see you guys later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.